Welcome back, folks, to Under the Lights presented by Danimals Baseball. This is the season finale, wrapping up season 1. Special guest Darren Plau. We're here under the lights in Jarin's garage. Do you call it a garage or a basement, maybe?
Man cave.
Man cave. We're in the man cave. We had the outdoor setup just a few minutes ago and it started to drizzle, and we kind of pivoted and had to move into here. We're still kind of figuring out what our studio is going to be looking like come season 2. We're not going to be releasing episodes every 2 weeks now. We're going to be doing this kind of one-offs. If we get an interesting person to come on the podcast, we'll have them on, but it's not going to be a regularly, 2 weeks podcast. But we'll see, be around, and then come summertime next year, we'll look forward to season 2. How's it feel to be the finale guest, Darren?
I don't know. It feels cool.
So Darren, we practice using the mics, and then you come here, and then you don't. You gotta. Put
Sorry, my bad.
There you go.
Oh, all right.
We're off to a hot start
Darren,
here.
just hold it up here the whole time. Don't. Yeah, there you go.
Darren got a little loose before the podcast. He had a little bit of liquid courage.
Darren was probably the toughest podcast guest to get for us, strictly because he just refused to come on, and it took about 6 beers in 1 hour to get him to show up and be present here. So we're happy to have you on the podcast. We're looking forward to the conversation. How's it feel, man?
I don't know. I'm kind of nervous. I don't know.
Everyone's-
Scared of the questions you guys are gonna ask.
Darren, don't worry about it. Everyone's a little nervous in the beginning, but once you get the flow going, we're just talking story, Darren. Nothing serious, not a big deal. Don't worry about it.
Darren, doesn't this remind you of the good old days when we used to go to Velvet's and we have the pool table right here, play a game afterwards? It was just the boys hanging out.
I didn't go with you guys a lot, actually.
Yeah, you did.
Like a couple times.
yeah.
I felt left
Velvet's
out.
is like
you
the
get
only
point, Darren.
it's the only like pool billiards hall that doesn't have alcohol, so only
Yeah.
like the 18-year-olds go there to spend time at night. Well, I want to get into Darren's rapid fire segment first because this is going to be fun because he's a little loose today, and we're going to just see how that launches off the podcast. How does that sound, buddy?
Stop peeking at the
Yeah,
question.
let's do it.
Okay, this is rapid fire, the Darren Plau edition. First question, Darren. Do you have a better softball swing or a golf swing?
Honestly, lately, softball swing, like using Blaine's bat. Dude, I
That
felt
was one game. You went
yeah,
over.
yeah, but still, I was hitting it. Unlike your ex, or I don't know.
I
if you're
had
our
more hits than
sponsors.
you.
But like, it was still like I felt like I had a lot of power in using Blaine's bat.
Yeah, your golf
So-
swing's pretty tragic too. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Is that more of a testament to how good your softball swing is, or to how bad your golf swing is? Would you say?
Well,
I can answer that for you.
Okay.
Your golf swing's pretty.
Yeah, it is. All right.
Already then.
I remember one time we went to Pro Country Club, like spent $65 in a round, and then like 11 holes in, Darren's just like, so I'm gonna just sit in the cart for the rest of the round. I don't want to play anymore. What are you doing,
Man,
Dan?
Turn my mic up.
I always remember like the time we went on Christmas to
Royal Hawaiian?
Yeah, it was like pouring rain.
Yeah, that was miserable. You
Fuck.
ate shit
Yeah,
too.
I know.
Did you hear the story, Landon?
I think a long time ago, but try to refresh me. I don't really remember, honestly.
So I believe it was the day after Christmas, right?
Yeah.
And it was just.
It's the December 26th annual tournament
Yeah.
now.
Oh, that's
we
right.
went
We had
last year too,
We
or
had
this
a
past
second
year.
annual one,
Yep.
but the first annual one was at
Royal Hawaiian. Yep.
And it was just pouring rain. I think the entire day, and we decided to go towards the afternoon, and it was just raining on the way there. It was raining when we got there, and when we got there was nobody at the course. And one of the workers who was at the course was like, "What are you guys doing here? Like, are you guys even from here? Like, do you guys understand like the weather, like the terrain that you're about to go and play on?" We're like, "Yeah." So we were literally like the only people there, and we just sort of cruised. We got absolutely pissed on by the rain, but it was a bonding moment. It was cold as shit. Darren.
I think, dude, like the third hole, Darren, like the green was parked, or the cart path was parked kind of on top of the green. So Darren's walking downhill towards the green, and then just like legs fly under him. You slide down the bank down to the green, and your sweater just gets blasted with mud.
He was the only guy that didn't bring a jacket, so his
No, he had a jacket, but he slid down the thing, and it got all muddy and wet and stuff. So he had to take the jacket off. So the rest of the day he had no jacket.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
So
Fun experience though.
I'm not familiar with this. So you guys didn't once consider just like, oh, maybe today's not a golf day,
No, it's embrace the grind.
Hell yeah, man.
and pneumonia, possibly.
I guess so. All right. That was kind of a not so rapid fire. But question
They
number 2.
never are.
Question number 2. Do you think you'll get any more tattoos?
Yeah, in the future, I think I would.
Can you explain what the first one is?
It's established 1995. I got with Ryan because I lost a bet, but somehow he got it with me on my ass. Or
I got mine's on my ass. You got yours on your ass.
yeah, I got mine's on my left cheek, and he got his on your right cheek. Yeah. Whatever.
And it's in Star Wars font.
Yes. So Ryan went first actually, and I saw his took like 20 minutes because his
It was
I
like
guess
20, 30 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, yours was like in script, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be fast." And then I guess I
Darren sat there
chose
for like an
mine.
hour and 20
Yeah.
minutes.
You guys left to go buy lotion. I came back and I was still on the table.
Yeah, dude, that's some
Yeah.
big and bold font, dude. They gotta
Yeah.
fill that in.
Yeah.
So Darren has expressed wanting to get lightsabers on the top and bottom of the font there. Maybe some pink and blue to show off the Danimals support a little bit.
Maybe green and red.
Oh, I
Yeah.
gave you the option to choose
Nerd.
red. But you ended up choosing blue, the cord I'm talking about. Why green and red though? Are those like the more common?
I
lightsabers?
guess. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You watch Star Wars, Jarin?
I was really late to the game. Like Star Wars, like Pirates of the Caribbean, Indiana Jones, all those movies. I didn't watch until I was in college actually, and I only watched it because they were on. So I was really late to the game. I saw the new one though, the new Star Wars.
I didn't care to watch any of those old.
Yeah, you.
You like this one time you like
They
Darren.
run
One
like
of
me
the
and Darren, dude. Me and
one of
Darren
the-
in that shit.
So Darren and Landon are like Star Wars nerds, and so when one of the newer Star Wars came out, I don't know, maybe 5 or 7 years ago, I don't know. We were still in college, I think.
Yeah.
We decided to go, and I sit down, and 45 minutes into this thing, I'm like, I have no idea what's going on right now, right? I look over to, and I'm drunk, right? So I was like, I don't care. I paid $13 to take a nap. I look to Darren, and Darren's on my right, and I go, do you know what the hell's going on right now? And he's like, And I'm like, okay, that means I can go to sleep now. Good night.
First of all, it was Rogue One, and I don't know the story too well, so like I don't know how to explain it to him.
Rogue
Like-
One was like a prequel. It would like
Yeah.
you didn't need to know.
But I mean,
Well,
like,
you needed to know some backstory like about the Death Star,
Yeah.
and shit, but it wasn't that great.
I
of a
mean, like
movie.
Ryan's
You're-
kind of
you're
like a
fine.
lost cause, right? And, like trying to explain it to him.
I mean, Rogue One was meh, honestly.
Right. You should. I mean,
I
for
take
me-
no offense to that. That doesn't mean anything to me.
For me, all I waited for was the lightsaber scenes. That's all I was looking forward to in the new movies. And then there was barely.
Yeah, how
I
did
was
we
like,
watch that whole movie and there's like no Yoda? Like, come
Yeah,
on.
I was-
Well,
What are we doing?
Well, because in Rogue One, the Jedi's are all dead.
What are we doing? No Yoda?
I thought that was the whole franchise, just like lightsabers and all that. I was like, saw the movie, and I was like, oh, this is not very good.
Yeah, lightsabers and laser beams and energy swords and Doctor Strange, right? Yeah, that's
All
how
right,
it goes.
folks. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Under the Lightsabers.
Thank you. We're done.
Oh, boo.
Will you get that tattooed on you,
Damn
Landon?
it.
Under
No.
the lightsabers.
Absolutely not. No,
Would you guys ever get a tattoo?
not one on my ass, but
Oh,
In general.
yeah, sure, why not?
I don't know. I'm waiting for
Maybe a
something.
picture of Darren.
I
Darren
would-
portrait.
I don't know if I would ever get a face, but I'm waiting for something to really, I guess, be significant. The Danimals logo has crossed my mind a couple of times. I know Ryan is sort of thinking about it a little bit more seriously, but I'm sort of, just playing with the idea, what that would look like. Certainly something that has been meaningful for the last 5 years, and if it continues in this direction, I don't see why not in the future. But another side question to this rapid fire: would you ever get like a girlfriend's name tattooed on your body?
no. Probably 9.
See, I don't mind that, and here's why.
Mhm.
It's a story. It's a, you know what I mean? Like it's part of you. It was you for a period of time that, like, it was meaningful to you, and like even if it ended poorly or ended like not how you wanted it to be, it contributed to who you are today.
So you still feel that same way, even if there's a like the breakup. Assuming there's a breakup in the future, because that's the only way that.
Or death.
Yeah, I mean, like, honestly,
Yeah.
like I know
Sad
people
to
say
say,
don't
sad
don't
to
get
say.
your don't get your girlfriend's name tattooed on you because like something's gonna happen and then it's just there.
Right.
But like, to me, that's like kind of significant into who I became, what that person meant to me, whether good or bad. It's debatable, but I don't mind it. I probably wouldn't get it.
I think it's a bad idea. You got pictures to look back on. I think that's good enough.
I mean, I probably wouldn't do it myself, but I like, I'm not against people doing it in general.
Stick to mom, immediate family members, or dead people. That's the names of people you should get tattooed on you.
So you're pretty
In my
much saying
opinion.
they should get tattoos of their girlfriends
Yeah.
somewhere.
Well, no, absolutely not.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, hi Kelly.
She ain't watching, dude.
Jaelin.
You mean she's not one of our 130 viewers of this podcast?
I think she follows the Instagram page, but there's no chance she's tuning in for an hour to watch these, dude.
We'll just have to post this part as a reel.
Yeah, she'll probably see it then.
All right, sorry to hold up the rapid fire.
All right, next rapid fire question, Darren. What is your favorite Lego build you have?
Ooh, yeah.
US. It's probably my Millennium Falcon.
And we're back to Star Wars.
I know Cindy always like, or she like texted in that group chat like, "Oh, Darren, here's like this Millennium Falcon stuff," right? But I actually do have that. Yeah, it's like $800.
Did you do it yourself? You put it together
yeah,
yourself?
Yeah.
Wait, you bought it for $800?
Yeah, I kind of like just splurged on myself.
Holy! Is it like super I mean, I'm assuming, or like collectible, or is it just?
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that just the running rate for Lego sets?
No, it's like the collectible ones.
Was that with or without the employee discount?
That was without.
Wait, you buy like
Shut up, Jarin.
you buy like resale? Like, is that like the resale
No,
price?
no,
of
no.
it?
It's like the retail.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
It's a whole new world. I'm not familiar with that
I'm a
world.
nerd.
Did you get it signed by Obi-Wan?
No.
You sign it in lightsaber? You just burn it into the Lego?
Next question.
Ryan,
I thought this was rapid fire.
Darren,
It never
let's
is.
see how nerd you are. Obi-Wan, what's the actor's name?
Something McGregor.
What?
No, he's right.
Wait, it is?
Ewan McGregor.
Yeah.
thought it was-
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know then.
I don't even know what it looks like.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Darren, I'll jump in this boat with you. I was a fan of Legos as well, and I had a ton of Star Wars stuff. My favorite was the little Jedi action figures where you have the little lightsabers, and you would like just play with them. Did you ever do that when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Hey, did you ever have the like extendo
Next
lightsaber?
question. This is rapid
Oh,
fire,
yeah.
guys.
Did you ever
This is
have
rapid
that
fire?
extendo lightsaber thing? And you can just go. Whoosh.
No, I didn't.
What?
I didn't.
Did you have the double one, the dual one, the?
I was more into like Legos. Yeah.
Oh.
As a kid.
Damn.
Nerd.
But Emerson had it. I remember like one time like I think we were trying to like deflect like some stuff or like I think Everett threw balls at whoever was like holding a lightsaber.
So you're playing baseball.
Yeah, but you always like deflect it and we all just
You're playing
like,
Fruit
sucked
Ninja.
so bad. Yeah.
Okay. Well, speaking of weapons, what was your MW3 loadout?
Dude, I don't remember. MW3?
You guys play
Was that
Xbox all the
ACR?
time. What do you mean you don't remember?
ACR?
I don't know.
I don't
Was
remember.
that a sniper?
I'm
Oh,
pretty
no,
sure
machine gun.
AK-47 was like the most common one.
I didn't know what
That
any
was
of
like
these mean.
legit.
You know what an AK-47
I'm not a
is.
terrorist
Yeah.
though, but AK-47, I guess. I don't know.
What was your gamer
G5?
tag?
It was Plau 13, like all the way. Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. Last question of the rapid fire before we kind of get into a little bit more of the podcast. You've been given an elephant. You can't sell it or give it away. What do you do with the elephant? I just looked this up. This is a random ass question.
I guess make money off of it.
How?
Like rides and stuff. Kind of like a carnival.
What if it's like not a domesticated?
Well, actually, in Hawaii.
Are there elephants in Hawaii?
Just
At the zoo.
Yeah, at the zoo.
But I mean, like, you can't ride an elephant.
I mean,
Not with that attitude.
you can. But, like, they do that
Oh, you want the
for like.
elephant to ride you? Yeah.
Oh,
I think I would die.
Cut.
Okay. Anyway.
Oh, wait, what was the question again?
How you gonna? What you
would
gonna
you
do with the elephant?
Oh, yeah, rides, I guess. Like,
Here's
like
my
at the 50th state.
here's my answer. I train him to become my shower like in the Flintstones, where he sucks up the water from the well and then like sprays it on me to shower.
I've seen elephants do that before. Like it gets a bucket and then it like grabs you with its trunk and it just goes like right to your face and goes like sprays your face with it. And they're actually pretty good. Like there's a lot of like control in the trunk. It's a very feasible idea. What about you, Landon?
Dude, there's gonna be like a lot of listeners that don't understand your Flintstones reference. Does that make you feel old?
Well, they'll understand
Yeah.
that Ryan likes the spray, right?
Yeah, I guess I didn't really get the Flintstone reference.
What?
What?
Sorry.
I mean, this
It's
guy
like
didn't.
in the.
I mean, this guy didn't watch like. You hear the movie said he didn't watch. There's no way he watched.
It's like in
Flintstones,
the
dude.
introduction, or like the
Flintstones.
the show introduction.
Flintstones.
like there's a scene where is it an elephant?
Probably.
It's a dinosaur or something. It's a dinosaur.
So it's,
that
probably,
just like
it's probably a mammoth. 'cause
yeah,
it's
it's
the
a probably mammoth.
Flintstones.
It draws up the water and then shoots it out as a shower.
Here's how I know the Flintstones. I used to take vitamins as a kid.
yes.
Yep.
Oh, and I ate Fruity Pebbles.
That too.
Yeah.
I never really watched the show. Sorry.
These kids nowadays, Ryan.
Maybe Darren's like this. Darren's older than me.
But like spiritually, he's like 16.
Sounds about right. Well, I think this is a good opportunity to take a quick pause here. Message from our sponsors. On the other side, we'll continue our chat with Darren Lau. This is Under the Lights presented by Danimals Baseball. Please stay tuned. This episode of Under the Lights presented by Danimals Baseball is sponsored by Growler Hawaii. From quality craft beverages, delicious cuisine to a quality ambiance, Growler Hawaii is the place to be for your post-game Danimals Dubs Sellies. Experience the best quality American beer at a craft beer pub in Honolulu. Located in Kapahulu near Waikiki Beach, it is the go-to place to sit back, relax, and enjoy handcrafted beer made to perfection. Thank you, Growler Hawaii, for supporting the Danimals blue and pink squads. We all look forward to a crisp beer and delicious grinds after our ball games. Mahalo, Uncle Bill, Uncle Al, Josh, and Jake. We'll see you there. Under the Lights presented by Danimals Baseball are proud to be brand ambassadors for our new sponsor, Aria Gloves. Absolutely ridiculous innovation for athletes, or Aria have reimagined the baseball glove in a way that no one has before. To give the player a voice on the field while making the game more fun and impactful for the next generation of athletes and fans, these gloves are the definition of swagger, but they don't sacrifice the quality. Made of Japanese kip leather and endorsed by athletes like Jazz Chisholm and Luke Weaver, we hope to bring these amazing gloves to you. The boys will be featuring the strawberry dipped ice cream cone catcher's mitt in the next ball game. Help us out by going to ariagloves.com and use the promo code Mistah Coach for a discount on your next masterpiece. Mahalo. And welcome back to Under the Lights presented by Danimals Baseball. Thank you to Growlers for sponsoring this episode of Under the Lights. Appreciate it, Uncle Bill, Josh, Jake, Uncle Al. We were there, I think, Friday and Saturday this week, so check them out. Go ahead over to Growlers Hawaii in Kapahulu. Really nice guys, really good food, really good beer. But continuing our chat with Mr. Darren Peen Lau. Yes. The finale guests for the last episode of season 1. Getting into Darren's youth baseball, youth sports life. What was it like growing up in, I think you were in Manoa basketball, Manoa baseball?
Yeah, Manoa baseball.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Was that the only sport you played, or did you?
Later on, I played basketball and soccer.
But baseball was kind of
Yeah,
first.
baseball was like the main sport. Yeah.
And that was, I'd say, what, 5 or 6 years old you started?
Yeah, Pinto.
Pinto.
Yeah.
Okay. We have here in the show notes that your soccer team was called the Emerald Fire.
I
That
think
just
that's what
sounds
they're
like
called.
a paradox.
I think we were like kids.
Emeralds are green.
I think the reason why
Fire is red.
You ever seen Harry Potter, dude?
Yeah. See, you got the reference.
Nerds.
But I think it was because we were in Cub Scouts, and I think we had to do like a
How does
scout badge thing. Do you remember that, Landon? Weren't you in Cub Scouts?
Yeah, I was for a little bit.
You remember like the
Yeah, you get like the merit badges.
It wasn't
Or the
merit
belt,
badge.
belt
Yeah,
loops.
yeah.
The little metal ones you put
Yeah.
on your belt with they had little logos on them for like what
Yes.
they represented.
Yeah.
And they got
And
rusty.
one of them was a green fire.
One of them
was
probably
soccer.
yeah, they had them for sports. It was weird. It's like you could get them for like doing like any like it's
Harry
like,
Potter
you
fan
know,
club.
there's like real ones like community service and like I don't know woodwork or whatever. And then there's
Yeah.
like baseball, basketball. It's like
Why are you moving away from the mic?
I feel like you're just poking him. I think you.
I'm trying to get close.
Let me hold it. It was weird you holding an apparatus in my face.
Not the first time, eh?
No, it is. That's why I'm very uncomfortable with
Oh,
it. Anyway,
You were in the middle of a question.
wait, what was the question though?
no, we were talking about the Emerald Fire and his soccer team.
Oh, okay, whatever. So you played Marino Lifer, right? So K through the end of high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you played, I imagine once you were able to start sports at Marino, started playing for Marino, baseball, basketball, all the above.
Yeah.
Talk me through what it was like playing baseball at Marino as, what was it, 6th grade? 5th grade maybe?
7th grade.
7th grade.
I forget. I remember I think I was playing with you, Landon, yeah? In like intermediate,
Yeah.
like middle school.
Yeah, probably it would have been your 8th grade year, my 7th grade.
Yeah.
Or I think going into 7th grade, you can play like the summer ball with the team. But yeah, for the intermediate team from Marino, they only took 7th and 8th grade for some reason.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. I mean, like I had like a lot of friends there that I knew, and I made a lot of friends. So it was kind of like a good experience just to like branch out. I mean, like get to know other people.
What was your favorite position to play growing up?
Honestly, outfield. I think outfield was pretty cruise. Like, you know, it's like there's like I guess there's memes of like kids just like playing with grass in the outfield.
That is you exactly right
yeah,
now.
I mean, like Cocoa Head is like so beautiful. I mean, you could just like look up in the sky.
You had the attention span of a goldfish.
It was literally this past Saturday. I was like looking out in the outfield, and you just like
No, okay.
Squatting,
No,
like,
no.
playing with
Oh
the
yeah,
grass.
okay, yes. But I know like Nacho was like showing me like, hey Darren, doesn't that one cloud look like a whale with a fin? I'm like, yeah, it does. I mean, I guess that's pretty cool. I mean,
Some
it's-
things never
it's something
change.
chill. I mean, even in softball, I mean, you don't get as much action. I know it.
On the infield?
Yeah.
That's,
I mean, you guys
yeah.
had some stuff this past weekend, right?
Yeah, we struggled. But okay. So I came into Marino in the 8th grade, and that's where I met you guys. I think I spoke to this earlier, but I kind of knew who you guys were as the snack raps or whatever the hell you guys were called that one off season.
Snap Rats. It was Spartan spelled
Doesn't
backwards.
matter. It's a terrible
doesn't
name,
matter.
Darren.
It does matter. Get it right.
I think you just said it wrong too, because Snap Rats implies that your names were
It was
Starpins.
Snap Raps.
Snat rap.
Go Starpins.
Sorry, I'm dyslexic.
Well, do you have any first impressions of me, or remember anything like how I stuffed Jarin into a trash can? Like any memories of me doing like kind of weird things?
I don't remember any of that honestly, because you guys did that on that.
Well, like
little
as
track-
an 8th grader, like when I came in as in 8th grade, do you have any recollections of like what you first thought of me?
Is it bad if I say no?
No.
Oh, okay. No, I don't have. I just know. I think I wasn't at that practice when you got injured.
Mm.
So
Where were you?
I forget.
Yeah, you're also on the other advisory, like A and B, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, like, we didn't really
Oh yeah.
have
yeah.
that much crossover with classes.
Yeah.
What is your earliest recollection of Ryan though? Do you like just the first thing that pops into mind to you when you think of young Ryan?
Him getting hit in the head. I'm
Also,
sorry, man.
like visiting in the
Like,
hospital. kind of,
yeah.
since you weren't
Yeah.
at practice.
I mean, I don't think we were really close, right?
Yeah, not. I
in,
mean,
like, grade
especially
school.
in 8th grade.
Yeah.
More so in high school, I think we
Yeah,
kinda
yeah,
got
yeah.
closer.
No, I think
Maybe
yeah, I
junior,
don't
senior
know.
year.
I forget already.
Yeah, junior, senior year of high school. Me and Darren got closer, and then like college was when we started to really like kind of get close. But yeah, my first recollection of Darren was like, dude, he got all the girls in
Nice.
8th grade. No, I swear to God, I swear to God,
What,
in 8th
what
grade.
girls?
No,
Please
8th grade,
tell me.
everybody would go, oh, Darren, that boy is so cute.
Dude, even Darren thinks you're lying right now.
No, I'm serious. I was jealous because I was like, I'm the same person. Like, why aren't any of the girls talking to me? They all want to talk to Darren.
Hey, I'm
We were
5'3"
both-
and
yeah.
120 pounds. Too.
Not even. We were like 4'10".
Yeah,
and
we
like
were pretty much the same person.
100 pounds.
Yeah.
And I was like, why is everybody talking to Darren? I guess he was just there longer, maybe. I don't know. Like, I was a new face,
I had
so.
the clout.
Of what, Darren?
I
What was,
don't-
what was your
I don't know.
what was your reputation in
I
the
don't
8th
know.
grade?
Being cute.
Oh, so cute.
Darren, were you one of the guys at? Did you go to like the socials or like the?
I
those,
think I had to.
Those terrible middle school dances.
Yeah, I
Were
think
you-
my parents made me.
So were you one of the guys that were just in the corner? Or did you?
Yeah.
Oh, you weren't
Dude,
really, like, dancing or anything?
dude, you know me. Like, I'm not like a very.
Me and Darren
talkative,
tore it up on
social
the dance
person.
floor, dude.
If a girl asked you to dance, you gotta dance.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, Darren couldn't drink back then, so it's a rough go.
No, I'm not a very social person. Like, I
Sober.
don't really dance and like talk
Sober.
to other people.
Yeah,
Sober.
Exactly, exactly. We've seen you like doing a little
Oh,
dance.
that's because I'm with the boys, man. Understand? It's with the boys. I feel comfortable around people like I know. If it's someone I like knew I'm talking to, like I don't know. I just tend to be shy.
Well, if there are any listeners out there, Darren is a bachelor. If you want to have us arrange a date for you and Darren, please let us know, and we'll make sure that he's nice and
Sorry, I got other
relaxed.
priorities.
Yeah,
right now.
get to
I'm
know him. Then he'll open up. You would get to know more
No.
about Darren.
No,
instead of
Darren,
just-
from the outside,
No.
a little shy, but once you kind of crack that shell open, is a beautiful human underneath that, man. I love you.
Thanks.
I
Man.
really do.
Thanks, man.
yeah,
That's
Darren.
why we got ass tats together.
We're literally tied at the hip. Well, anyway, your marital career comes to an end in 2013, where you were one of 4 alongside me seniors that year. Culminates in a state championship win, and I think that was pretty crazy because I don't think anyone in their right minds would have expected us to kind of rattle that off. Especially losing to Pac-5 a bunch over that season, and then kind of having to win through the end of the year and then run through state tournament. That was pretty magical. Did you think, like, playing as an intermediate on the intermediate team, like, this group of guys is gonna be,
Oh hell no,
you know,
man.
at the end of my senior year, a
Dude.
state championship team?
Dude, we're all like kind of like small Asian dudes, and like you look at other teams like Kamehameha or like other, I don't know, they're all like huge. They're jacked.
We used to lose a lot of games
Yeah.
at like every level and like every like summer, spring, like
Yeah, I
we
think
lose a lot, and then we
Yeah.
get to like the playoff tournament, and then we play well for some reason.
my dad and maybe some of our other coaches, like, they called us the Smurfs.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
me,
The
Darren,
Asian Smurfs.
Connor, Michael, Justin, we were all like 5 foot nothing,
Yeah.
like 100 pounds soaking wet, and they called us the Smurfs.
Did you always have your cannon of an arm, even from back then?
Well, I don't think I really had the opportunity to, because I think in my senior year or something, Like I asked coach like if I could just be a pitcher.
And you were for a little while.
Yeah.
I think it was.
And-
I remember like in high school, like noticing like, oh, Darren just like unloading off on balls and from like the outfield, and he's just like trying to nail guys. Because I feel like you and Michael would like try to see like who could nail.
Oh
the guy,
yeah, for sure.
Like during
I
practice,
mean, it's
'cause
always a competition between.
Yeah, because that was Michael's
guy.
thing too. Michael would nail guys from the outfield. I think you would like try to compete with them.
Yeah.
Well, let me take this opportunity to rattle off some stats from Darren's
Right.
historic
Let's ask Landon what he thinks his
2013 season. Okay,
what it is.
so Darren in his senior season had 21 and 2/3 innings pitched. Okay, can you give me an estimate for ERA and maybe strikeout totals?
Okay, so Darren would have his occasional wonky inning. So I'd say ERA maybe a 4.3
Okay,
and 21 innings pitched. You said 21 2/3. Not a huge strikeout guy. He's got that breaker. So I'd say 13 strikeouts.
okay. Well, for the fans at home, Darren, I think should have made all state or maybe all ILH.
Was I way
Darren
higher?
had a 0.97 ERA, 21 and 2/3 innings pitched, only gave up 3 earned runs on the year. Only had 4 strikeouts though.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not like a strikeout pitcher. I'm more like a ground out.
Like a finesse guy,
Yeah.
which is hilarious because how you throw from right field.
Yeah, so Darren gives up only 3 runs in 21 points, 21 and 2/3 innings, which is pretty remarkable. I'm not sure how that doesn't get recognized. Actually, at one game I'm looking at here, Damien, 6 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, got the win, 2 strikeouts. It just kind of an under the radar performance, I think, for you during that season. Because me looking back at this, I didn't realize you had that good of a season, dude.
Yeah, I didn't know either. I'm not a stat tracker kind of guy. I don't know what else to say.
I feel like Randy would just like randomly be like, "Hey, Darren, get in the game." And I was just like, "Okay, coach."
I think I was like a reliever, right?
Yeah. Well, you were a reliever for most of it, and then I think you got like starts here and there, like
Yeah, you got spot starts like towards the end of the season. I remember, but yeah, I remember you being a reliever, which is probably why I don't remember it as well. And maybe that's why you didn't get the recognition you deserve because you were relieving all the time. But I mean, you probably had to put out some fires. Maybe you had Chase throwing with his messed up elbow half the time, and whatever else was going on.
What did that state championship mean to you?
Dude, I don't remember much about the state championship.
Really?
I was kind of hoping you wouldn't ask that question. But
It's all a blur for Darren.
I just remember it was at like Hans, and we had a dog pile by first base, and that's it.
But
I don't know.
The emotions and all that, like
Like we had to put up with some some questionable coaches like in our freshman and sophomore year, get a new coaching regime come, junior year, and then, at times he can be a little demanding.
Yeah.
And so what did that mean to you to kind of cap it off,
I
last
think
game?
Randy and like Kevin was like were great coaches. I don't know, they always like pushed us. And I remember Randy always said like, "Oh, like stop getting like a tight." But yeah, I mean,
That was in
like,
reference to like you. It's like Darren, you and tight ass all the time, bro.
You gotta remember, Darren in high school, Darren didn't play the same way he plays with Danimals. Darren was like the silent, like assassin guy. Like he
Yeah.
didn't say anything. He just like went up. Like that's why Randy fucking loved him. He was like, he just goes out there and does his job. It's all he did. He didn't say anything. And now, he's still doing the stuff out there, but he's messing around. He's falling over sometimes, but
Did that state championship that felt like good, weight off your back, kind of? How'd that feel?
kind
for
of
you?
yeah, it's just to like win something.
Yeah, and that was
Yeah.
your last competitive baseball game of your career because you went on to
Yeah,
play
yeah.
UH or you went on to go to UH but didn't play, right?
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
That's,
What-
this
did
is
it-
shocked me.
did
Holy
it ever
shit.
cross your mind that maybe you want, or like did you ever want to play collegiate baseball?
Oh, and hell no, dude. Those
just
those
done.
dudes are like pitching like 90. Like I can't even see that stuff. Yeah, I wear glasses. I can't even see what your laptop says right now.
Well, I want to take us back to a moment in maybe our sophomore year, maybe freshman year. I'm not quite sure, but I remember that we had a game out at Castle, and after the game,
I know where.
we're getting talked to by the coach, right? And he had benched literally like 7 of the 9 starters, and Darren and I played that game. And after the game, he comes up to the team, addresses the team, and says, "Well, I played all the people that took batting practice at the cages before the game. You know, we had taken some swings in the cage before the game, before the bus came to go out to Castle." And then one of the other upperclassmen just turns right back to coach and talks back and goes, "Freaking, I saw Darren. He didn't take any hacks in the cages. Why did he get a start?" Right.
Oh man, I was scared, man. That dude, Tyler Todd, man, is so intimidating. I don't think I saw him smile like once. Nah.
But yeah, that was one of the fun memories I have of Darren. What was going through your head in that moment, dude?
Dude, I mean, like, you know, like, I'm not good at, like, being put on the spot. So, like, just, like, that coming out of nowhere, like, dude, I don't make the decisions here. I don't know.
I don't think it was really an attack on you so much as it was
on the
But I
coach,
mean,
because
like-
that was
Yeah.
a dumb reason, and because the person who should have been getting blamed for that was your boy. Because that was my freshman year, so I'm the dirt under the bottom of the totem pole, right? So I didn't even get to take BP. My job was to feed the machine for everyone else to get BP. Well, as we said earlier, coaching regime maybe not the most organized. So they didn't tell me that I was the one that's supposed to count the pitches and tell them to switch. I'm the worst freshman on the team. Well, I'm gonna tell, like, okay, your batting practice is done, senior that can beat my ass with one hand behind his whatever. And it's just like, oh, so I would just feed guys, and I was giving guys like 25. So like only 9 guys got BP because like I was just waiting for them to switch out themselves, and apparently I was supposed to be like 10. You're done, next guy. But
So it was your fault that Darren got yelled at by our teammate.
No one called me out, and I wasn't going to self-incriminate myself because
selfish.
you don't want to
Selfish.
you don't want to be the guy, the dirt under the totem pole, and also be someone at fault, because then you can't get lower than dirt. But I don't know, I'll find a way.
Yeah.
My bad, Darren. Team guy took one for the
It's all right.
team.
Sorry.
I don't think he knew what to say.
Yeah, I was scared, man.
I'm scared.
I feel like everyone would just like, Darren's a quiet guy. He didn't have anything to say anyways.
Yeah. So after high school, you go into UH, yeah? You play a little intramural softball, kind of still keep that competitive nature going, but don't continue your baseball career because you wanted to pursue engineering. Smart fella. Ladies, again, good job. Smart fella, engineer, going to get good benefits.
He's got the goatee now. He's working for him.
Yeah. Did your experience working at the Lego store help impact
Next
your
question.
outlook
Next question.
as
Next question.
a mechanical engineer?
I guess, yeah. I mean, like, I kind of like doing stuff with my hands. I mean,
Why are you saying it like that?
I don't know. I
Well,
feel
you
like
could do a lot of
guys
things
would-
with your hands. Like you could do farming. You could,
I mean, like, I
Like
guess like just
baseball.
building, and
What?
it's like
Put a mic to your mouth.
like techniques, I guess, like building, and then it's just fun like using like the mechanical stuff, just to like build like a lever or something like that. Yeah.
Did you ever get into like? Don't they have like almost like robotic Lego
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of stuff? Where you did that as well?
I remember it was like expensive, but I think my dad bought me like one robotic set. Yeah.
Do you have any Lego
Next
store like
question.
nightmare
Next
stories,
question.
like kids that come on into the store and like piss on the Legos?
I think it's like retail in general, like retail, like.
But like you
it
got like a high
sucks.
number of like kids that come into the store,
Yeah.
so I feel like that makes it even like harder because kids are
Well,
like the worst.
He's good with kids.
I don't want to like discourage anyone from like going to like the store, but yeah, there's some stories.
You ain't in the
I mean,
payroll
like-
anymore, Darren.
Yeah, I don't think our
Yeah, I
viewers
mean,
really
there's
care.
a lot of kids that like piss and like, yeah, and then they like somehow like touch their area and it's like so you have to like sanitize it or
Spray some bleach on there, dog.
Or like just dump it and just like refresh it with new ones. But yeah, next question.
Well, there's another thing I want to get into while you were in college. You played on the intramural softball team, right?
Yeah.
And I believe you
With
played
Landon.
with.
Oh, were you
Yeah.
there?
I wasn't there. I think I was
Oh.
going through some stuff, but I didn't make it through that game.
Yeah, the game where I tore my
Yeah.
other knee.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a tough goal. to
I
retire.
missed like 2 times, man. I
Oh
2 times I
shucks,
could've made it.
Darren. You didn't get to see my knee snap in half.
If I was born like a year later and like didn't have any mental
was on
issues, then
TV.
maybe.
You
No,
watched
your
the
intramural game.
Oh yeah, not that
Yeah,
one.
I mean that was the only one I could have seen.
Right,
Like
right.
in person.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You can still watch the replay of the
And we'll
state
put it right here.
I think I remember you telling us like you ran to the wrong home base or something.
Yeah, because you know there's
Yeah.
yeah. So like I was running towards the wrong one, so I tried to just like turn to the other one. And because I knew what the first one felt like, I was like, oh, that feels familiar.
Well, we could go on and on about talking about Landon's
And
knees,
we already did that.
and we've done that at length. So, you know what? Let's go
Let
go
us
ahead
continue.
and well, let's go take a break here. Message from our other sponsors. I think Darren wants to cut us off from learning more about his Legoland adventures. But on the other side, we'll continue our chat with Darren Lau, Mr. P. Lau, fan favorite. This is Under the Lights presented by Danimals Baseball, the season finale. Stay tuned.
This episode of Under the Lights presented by Danimals Baseball is brought to you by Aloha Caps and Aloha Mitts. For the baseball gear you want and need, handled and delivered to you with Aloha. Aloha Caps and Aloha Mitts, founded by Everett Lau, a Division 1 infielder, and Emerson Lau, the business and digitally savvy brother, aim to bring you high-quality hats and mitts to the islands of Hawaii. With sizes between 7.25 and 7.5,
Size matters.
Aloha Caps delivers exceptional quality caps that have been protected from environmental and external exposures. You can find them on Instagram at Aloha_caps and Aloha Mitts. DM for any inquiries or purchase informations.
Thank you, Aloha Caps and Aloha Mitts, for sponsoring this episode of Under the Lights presented by Danimals Baseball. Stock some Angels gear. Let's go Angels, 2022 World Series champs.
Chee! Let's expand those sizes, boys. Big heads matter too.
Big heads matter.
We just want to give a quick shout out to Barber Fit Hawaii and Barber Kex. Mahalo for sponsoring Under the Lights presented by Danimals Baseball. We know from experience that Barber Kex has some magical hands and does some really great things with the clippers. Brandon, that's where he goes to get his haircut. But we are excited to announce that Barber Kex is launching his own pomade, and Ryan and I have actually had the chance to test it out, and I like it. What do you think?
Honestly, love the product. Nice smelling. I'm wearing it now under the hat. But
We had to rock the hats.
Yeah, I
but
have to rock the hats for the podcast, but I've been wearing it every day to work, and gives them good compliments.
You know, it's great pomade, great product. It'll hold throughout the day, and it'll last you throughout the night. So go check it out. You can find them on Instagram at BarberFit Hawaii and Barber Kex. Thank you for sponsoring Under the Lights presented by Danimals Baseball.
Why didn't you put that? Trust us, when you're under the lights, you don't want flaccid hair. Did you put that in? All right, welcome back, folks, to Under the Lights presented by Danimals Baseball. This is the series or season finale here with Mr. Darren Lau, one of my best friends, been a Danimals vet for all 5 years, going on year 6, or I guess, yeah, closing out year 5 and coming into year 6 next year. How has it been for the last 5 years playing Danimals?
Oh, Danimals is like probably like the best team experience I've like ever had. I mean, it's like so cruise. Like you can just do whatever you want. You don't have to play good. I mean, I guess you are expected to play good.
There was a bet on the line at one point
yes,
to play good.
Yes, that was a dumb bet that I made.
That he lost.
You were straight out of college. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like maybe
Yeah, I
either
haven't-
straight out or a year after.
I haven't played in like since high school.
Do you remember what the margin was that I beat you by?
No, I don't remember.
I
I
don't
thought it
either.
was just between you, me, and
Justin.
Justin.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I know Justin was playing in college, so I was like,
Justin was a
there's-
PO in college.
Oh, still he did like.
He still
Next
lost.
question. Next question.
Do you have a favorite memory playing with the Danimals?
Honestly, it has got to be like the old times, like with like Michael, Jason, like I don't know. Those were kind of like
The humble
what-
days
I was
of
back,
Danimals.
back in those
Yeah,
uniforms, dude.
yeah.
The OG uniforms.
I do miss those days as well.
Yeah.
Like playing with Jason and Michael, like there's just like
Kyle Albe.
Kyle too.
Yeah.
Dude,
Philip.
It's
Philip.
Oh, dude, I remember Philip came and pitched. He had the long ass hair and he was on the mound. We're like, dude, that's Syndergaard.
but yeah, those were probably like one of the most fun times.
That was when
I've had.
Emerson like first
Yeah.
stepped on the baseball field.
Yeah. Yeah.
What I think is really interesting is like as Danimals progress, like the one obvious thing is like the content, right? Like we've been doing more content, but Darren is not really like one of those guys who's on social media or is really like.
Wait, comments on all of our posts.
Well, that's because
Okay. First of all, guys. First of all,
It's Jaren's burner
first of all,
account.
Dude, this guy controls like all everything I have.
I am the social media manager
Yes.
for Plau 13.
Yes. So if you see like a comment on like a Danimals post, that is not me. I don't comment at all.
And if you get any
So
inappropriate DMs, it's not Darren.
so Cole Romo, like if you see like something like me talking shit to you, like that is Jarin.
I like to have fun with that. I like to envision myself in your shoes. Like, what would Darren say while he's a little under the influence? Like, what would he say? So today,
Oh,
we
under
put
the
up-
influence.
Well, we put out the video today with Danimals versus Danimals. Cole Romo was pitching, and Darren got a hit. And I was in the caption. It says Cole Romo had a hit against Mistah Coach, his first single of the season. And then I write, but also I had a single off of you, Cole. And then Cole actually DM'd Darren's account like I don't know what he said, but. It was all me. Did you see
Yeah,
that? Is that
yeah,
why you're
yeah,
saying
yeah.
that? Yeah. So sometimes I like to comment funny stuff. Sometimes I use his burner account to enter contests.
Yeah.
And giveaways.
Yes. Okay.
We
Dude,
won
that
once.
Valentine.
Tag two friends and comment on this post to win whatever.
I-
We won once.
I won the Valentine's
Oh, we
Day
won
one.
twice. Yeah, you got a dozen roses, and then you also won baseball tickets.
no.
Oh, and we'll put the picture of the dozen roses.
Oh yeah, that's right,
Here.
dude. It was so cute. So Darren, I used Darren's account to enter a contest, and he won the dozen roses, and. That when he picked it up, he sent me a selfie or like a mirror selfie of him like holding up the roses. It was so cute. He had his mom take another picture for him. He sent
One
me
of
that.
one of them is like he's biting the rose and with it, like
Oh
a-
yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
You didn't ever think that was gonna see
I-
social media, but it's
No.
gonna in this
Yeah.
podcast. And if you're still watching, we have a treat for you because
Can we make that the thumbnail?
He's gotta
Oh,
post
man.
it to his Instagram account.
I can post it. You want me to post it?
Next Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Bet.
It was like matching roses too. It was like pink and blue roses.
Oh, like for Danimals.
Yeah.
Wow.
But man, that line was long.
Oh really?
Like at Watanabe.
Oh, to pick it up.
Yeah.
So
Just for
so you just
my
give
mom.
Yeah, you just gave it to your mom. I was gonna say like, what'd you even do with it? You just
Yeah.
gave it to your mom.
I know. I think I gave the roses to my mom, and then she put it in a vase, and then I had to like sneak one out just to take like the selfie of like me biting it.
Jesus.
I was like,
so
yeah,
weird.
I don't want my mom to know it.
To send to Jarin.
Your mom walks in the room. You have a rose in your mouth. You just taking a selfie.
I'm pretty sure it
Yeah.
was shirtless too.
No.
It wasn't.
I
can't remember.
I had the
I hope
animal shirt on.
Yeah,
I think
that would have been
Uh,
really
yeah.
aggressive.
But okay, the question that I wanted to ask was the Danimals has progressed into this online social media type of thing, but you're not really into that sort of thing. So does that factor into the reason why you like cherish those old days? It was just like those key guys, Jason, Michael, Kyle, just all the boys just out there having fun. And does the baseball that we play nowadays not really jive with what you like?
Dude, that's a tough question. But like, I guess I like the original Danimals because like it was just with like people I knew. I didn't really have to meet anyone. I mean, like, yeah, I'm not social. So it's just, like, having fun with, like, friends and stuff. But I guess, you know, as, like, time progresses, like, people move on, move somewhere else, do other stuff, don't have time for baseball. So it's cool to have, like, or, like, meet new people who are, like, bring a lot more, like, energy to the to
Got
like
some
baseball.
some
Yeah.
some youthful energy.
Yeah,
A lot of times
yeah.
you get some younger guys.
But I think I mean, you also get to meet some of the people that you would call pretty close friends now,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that weren't on
Yeah.
that original team, like
Yeah, for
someone
sure.
like Lanson, who
Yeah,
you guys have gotten pretty close and whatnot. So, I think it's pretty cool.
yeah.
And I
But-
think it's good that more people get to live the or
Experience
see the
Darren.
Darren Lau experience exactly. 'Cause not everyone gets the full Darren Lau experience. Like, you know,
I
for a long
guess-
time it was like just a couple of us, like us guys, but now it's like, you know, people are getting more exposed.
Like I said, he's a
exposure
beautiful
to it.
human.
I'm telling
Underneath
you,
the
yeah.
shell, he's a beautiful
Yeah.
human.
I guess you
More-
just
more
have to
people
be
are
at the
learning
games,
about
you
it.
know.
Hey, good plug.
Or you gotta go to the games, watch the content, listen to this episode starring Darren Lau. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we go into like 2019 and then 2020, and then our like season gets canceled. We like miss 2 years of playing ball because of COVID, or like a year and some change. Do you think playing ball coming out of COVID, like this summer and like last summer when it was kind of fading out, was that important to you? Was that helpful?
Sorry, what was the question?
Like-
Jeez.
Like, what did it mean to come back onto the baseball field after COVID, after being away from baseball for so long?
I don't know. I still felt kind of really bad at the plate, but still good in outfield. Still the same.
Did you have like any like additional appreciation after not being able to play for, you know, a
Oh,
period of
yeah.
time?
He just said,
for
"I'm
sure.
rusty."
yeah. We were all rusty, Darren,
Yeah.
but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about like, what was it like to be back out there after
Oh.
we had to take a year off because of all that stuff?
Yeah, for sure. I think it was like a, I don't know.
It felt like a reunion to me.
Yeah.
Like that first game after the year off or whatever. That's what it kind of felt like, almost like when we first started playing. Like a little bit of that again, because it's like, well, first of all, like, I haven't thrown this ball in over a year. Like, what's gonna happen? And then it's like, oh, I haven't seen some of you in who knows how long. And then now we're gonna play ball and we're gonna see what happens. I think that was
Well, we still kind of kept in touch, right? Like we still
Yeah.
hung out. Yeah.
yeah, but you know,
But I mean, like,
different on the baseball field.
yeah, I guess.
Darren just
Yeah, I
is a
don't know,
baller. He
man.
shows up, takes care of business, and
I don't know, man. If I could just drink on the baseball field, I would.
No better way to spend the weekend, a Saturday or
yeah,
Sunday, right, Darren?
yeah.
A couple beers on the baseball
Yeah.
field with the boys. I think that's what it's all about.
we'll mention that Darren's like 6 beers deep today.
He had to
Yeah.
get a little bit loose. Otherwise, he
I
wouldn't really
probably
be
will.
saying anything.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
I wouldn't
was-
be this
Yo,
talkative.
Darren's been ducking this podcast for a long time.
Yes.
He's always been like, no. So
Did I lose a bet or something, or
Yeah, base hits
in one game?
in one game.
Was that softball or baseball?
It was supposed to be softball, but because I beat you in baseball, I changed it to baseball, and so now you're here.
I mean, it must not be recently, dude. Darren's been raking, and didn't you fucking hat trick last game?
It was.
It
It
was-
was before I was raking.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, before. He turned that on after the fact.
Yeah.
Attaboy,
It's too
Darren.
late. Too late.
Is
It's
there
alright.
is there a current bet on the line this year for anything?
It's the. What was it? It was softball. Yeah. Most base hits.
Yeah, I'm trying. I know the answer to the
Oh,
question.
okay.
I'm just trying to set you up so you can answer it and
Well,
explain
you
it to,
know,
to everybody.
Like, I'm kind of buzzed. I don't know the word for it right now. Please help me out, man.
There is a bet on the line for our softball games. Base hits, not for an ASTAT this year, but for Korean BBQ. Your boy was up. Mistah Coach was up 3 hits going into this past weekend. And then I told Darren, we're both going to get some time on the mound. Every run given up is a hit added to the other person. So I gave up 3 runs. Darren gets plus 3 hits. Darren gave up 1 run. I get plus 1 hit. So then the differential became +1 for Mistah Coach going into yesterday's softball game. Yesterday? Yeah, yesterday's. And then Darren went over.
But I hit the ball like really good.
The expected batting average was high.
And Mistah Coach got 1 hit, so he's back up to 2 and is in line for some Korean barbecue.
And we also sort of bullied you into that second inning in the Danimals versus Danimals game.
Yeah, that was
Really?
tough.
What do you mean? I don't remember.
That was
Well,
me.
We encouraged him to head back on the mound. I think Ryan said he was like ready to
Ryan.
just call
Yeah.
it quits after the first inning.
He was
Uh,
talking so much. That's why.
I was.
He was,
Yeah.
but we had to
deserved
get him
it.
mic'd up. So
I'm pretty sure all of that mic'd up session was just me
I'm
breathing
gassed.
hard.
I'm gassed. I'm gassed.
Hey man, I tried to talk you out of it.
Well, Jarin wanted to mic me up.
He wanted the content. I was like, I think it's a bad idea to send him back out there. But
Wait, what is the up downs that you were talking about? What is that?
it's like when you're
It's like
starting,
pitching and then
when
resting,
you're starting pitcher,
and
you
then
throw,
pitching
and
and
then
then
you gotta sit,
resting.
and then you got to go back for the top of the inning, and you sit for the bottom. Yeah, it's like that's what starters have to do, but like relievers don't normally do that because it's a different like you have to like take care of your arm a certain way to do that, and that's why like for me when I pitch I can only go 1 inning, and they come out because like once I get cold and everything it's like it's gone, and I think Ryan felt that but while he was on the mound the second inning, but it happens.
Yep.
Because you feel great coming off the mound after getting the third out, the top inning. You feel great.
Oh, I yelled.
Yeah, adrenaline's pumping. You're all loose, and then you sit down for 5-10 minutes, and then
Can we
it's
clip that in?
Gone.
I like.
Let's go! That's a 0, boys.
That's actually a sneaky decent play by Dula at second base for that one.
Yeah, he could have flipped it to second.
he
Yeah,
definitely
That
could
got me
have.
so worried though.
Yeah, I totally
Oh my
expected him to throw the
God.
ball away. I was like ready to stretch, and it was like right there. I was like, how about that?
Thank
Right
goodness.
field, I was like clenching butt cheeks, man. Dude, I was like, dude, Ryan's not gonna last very long. If he doesn't make this play, like it's bad.
Well, stay tuned for the Korean barbecue. I'd love to be invited too, just for a nice dinner.
Sorry, it's a
It's a
date.
date.
It's a date. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
You and Shane can go and sit in the next booth.
We can
the next
double
booth
date.
over.
We can double
Double
date.
date.
Darren did show up today and looked at the backyard. He's like, "Oh, it is romantic back here."
You're damn right it is.
Unfortunately, we couldn't do that. Did we address that? It's because of the weather today. That's why
Yeah,
we're.
some inclement weather
Yeah.
came in. In Hawaii, you can never really anticipate when the rain comes. It's not like the mainland where everybody knows it's going to rain tomorrow, and it actually does. I'm just going to guess.
Lahagi over here.
Yeah.
Well, the
Isn't your dad a meteorologist?
Next question.
I mean, the weather report said rain, and then it rained. So
Yeah, for like a second. It hasn't rained this whole time we've been recording.
It's actually pretty nice out there. Like,
Darren, as we near the end of this episode, the season finale, I might add, how did you enjoy today? Just being here.
It was fun.
So we can expect you back.
Maybe
season
like,
2.
If you guys buy the beers next time.
I
yeah.
offered.
If that's all it takes,
Oh,
Darren,
I don't
it's-
know.
You're
I
sold.
bought the brews.
You drank it all too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Darren.
But it was-
if it's a 12-pack, then yeah, that can be.
Hey, Darren,
arranged.
when you're over at Growler Hawaii and you're sitting there looking at the menu, what's the go-to item to purchase? Or what's the
It's a
go-to
mango
brew?
cart. It's
Mango
a
cart?
Mango cart.
When the
Yes.
mango cart taps out,
A
what's-
guava
what's-
cart.
we're just going to go down the line.
Pineapple cart.
Yo, Golden Road Brewing Company. I mean,
Yes.
holla at your boy. We're always open for new sponsors.
I don't know why I go towards it, but
It's good.
yeah.
I mean, it's good. I like it too. You got me into it.
Yeah, it's a fruity beer, dude. It tastes like juice.
And your food selection.
Oh, the edamame. Oh,
So
yeah.
Darren used to like eat the edamame and then line up the shells on the plate like so organized. We always told him he would, like had serial killer tendencies. But I think Jaelin might have trumped
Oh,
Darren
yeah.
in that she made a tower.
Yeah. We need to get you one of those like Travis Scott meals at McDonald's. We need to get the
Darren Lau meal.
The pilau meal at Growlers. There's a mango cart and a small edamame.
Large.
Upgraded to a large now.
Yeah.
Well, if you're listening to this, go on and head over to Growler. Ask for the Darren Lau special. If they don't know what you're talking about. It's not on us. It's on them.
It's even better.
Ask for a dude named Josh.
Or Jake.
He'll figure it out.
They'll know what we're talking about.
Darren, any last words to the fans, to the viewers for the season finale of Danimals Baseball?
Thanks just for like supporting us and tuning in, and
It's so funny.
Supporting us.
It's so funny to hear you try to do this like social media plug thing. Like you've never seen one. You've never seen someone do one before.
I know.
And you're trying to replicate.
Dude, Ryan,
subscribe
like-
and like. Yeah,
Ryan just like turned it on just like that, and I'm just like, "Fuck, we're starting already."
Can you love us online and send us a message and please support us, and you're doing a good job. But
Thanks, man.
yeah, thanks for coming on, Darren.
Yeah.
Like, comment, subscribe, people. And because we're going to go on a bit of a hiatus, be sure to turn those alerts on so you get notified when our next podcast drops. It's like that, Darren.
There you go. Well, I mean, if
Like,
you-
Subscribe.
scratch my back. What?
Like us. Please like us.
Well, if you are really listening to this, it truly means a lot. I think it doesn't go understated that we are really nobodies here in in this landscape. We're just, a bunch of friends that like to have fun on a baseball field, and we're happy to share our stories, kind of our backgrounds, and what makes playing with this group so special. I think, coming from all walks of life and all coming together to celebrate America's pastime. It's just kind of one of the beautiful things of this team, and getting to share it with all you folks. It means the world to us to be able to kind of engage with our folks that follow us.
Last question for Landon and Higa.
Landon and Higa.
Ryan and Higa. Ryan. And Higa.
Jesus Christ. How many beers did you have, Doug?
Last question. Favorite moment in season 1, out of all the episodes that you watched, were a part of, guests and all that. Favorite moment.
Ooh, come to me later. I gotta think.
I mean, recency is tough to go away from the Danimals versus Danimals game.
The podcast.
Podcast.
Podcast. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me think.
Okay, let me go.
Yeah, you were here for all of them. I wasn't here for like a couple or half of
It
them.
have to be ripping packs with Keola Hyman, pulling the Dragonite. Keola, just a ball of energy, that kid. He's such a good guy, good human, good heart. Loved him on our podcast. I think probably one of the more popular ones that's viewed on our channel right now. And, that was just an amazing night to kind of cap it off with that. It was pretty special. But I have to give some shout out to my boy Darren here. He's been with me
You don't have to.
from he's been literally with me since 8th grade. Playing baseball, throughout high school, and then kind of reconnecting after college. We learned how to drink together, basically, and then play Danimals throughout this whole time, and getting to spend the days on the field with Darren have been special, and I appreciate you being able to come on this podcast. I know you're hard pressed to come on, but it means a lot to me.
We got him, ladies and gentlemen. I think probably when we recorded the first 2 episodes, the pilot and then my episode, because I think it was cool to be able to see it from like an audience member. I was the first audience member of a podcast, so
You might have been our first and only.
yeah, absolutely. But yeah, it was cool to see it kind of like. This was just like a random idea that you guys threw out. I wasn't even sure you guys were serious about it, and then when I heard like, oh yeah, we got all this stuff and we're gonna record. You want to come and be the guest and then listen in? I'm like, sure. And I was like, it's pretty cool, pretty fun. So I think just seeing it start and like, I mean, that wasn't that long ago, but now we actually kept up with it, which I'm impressed with. All of us, Jarin especially, for he puts together these videos. He's got all the camera work. So shout out to Jarin for
Chief
all of
Media
his hard
Officer.
work. Chief Media Officer for all of his hard work throughout the content,
You gotta hold it down. You gotta hold it down.
podcast and game videos alike. So thanks, Jarin. I think without you, none of this is possible, and I think it's a good time.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy that when I went and bought all this equipment, it's still being used.
Yeah.
We're so like
We didn't just do one episode.
Yeah, we
like,
just did
this
one
is so
episode.
hard. Stop.
Wait,
Yeah.
Jarin, what is your favorite moment from season 1?
I'm glad you asked,
Yes.
Darren. I really like shooting the intro. That was just
That was when Ren was here, yeah.
yeah,
Red
it
was
was
there
just
for
a
that.
good ass time. Like, literally, like we're like, oh, we're just gonna try and like put up this black backdrop that didn't really work out. The sheet was small, it was hard to hang up, and we're like, oh, we're gonna have these lights, and we started
It
just
was
played
supposed to
everything by
look.
ear.
It was supposed to look pretty professionally done,
No.
like backdrop, and it was just a black background in my head, right?
In my
and
head,
then
too.
like lights and like a whole production, and it was just some like ragtag, like low quality edit, but I think it just encapsulates us.
It was just
to a
fun.
T.
I mean,
Just
the-
have fun with it.
the videos I love looking back on are the ones that it's not necessarily like the ones that translated into wins or a lot of success on the
Views.
baseball field or views or anything.
Yeah.
It's just the ones that I had the most fun participating in or editing in the back end of the office. Those are the most fun things that I look back on. Like all of the guests that we've had on, I feel like have been just amazing guests. Like I've had a lot of fun talking with them, learning about who they are, what their background was, and just shooting the shit, just
just shooting.
having those conversations.
I love it. Well, we appreciate all of you for listening to tuning in. This has been Under the Lights, presented by Danimals Baseball, Season 1. Please stay tuned for Season 2. Who knows when that'll drop, but we'll be on and off as we kind of go through this down period. The C is collapsed there. Yeah. So
Oh boy.
we'll see if we can get some special guests on and do some one-off episodes. But yeah, stay tuned for summer 2023 is when I think we'll be releasing the full slate of season 2 episodes. We appreciate you tuning in. This has been Under the Lights presented by Danimals Baseball.
Thanks for listening.
Mahalo.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
No.